Yeah. So just sitting here thinking, just sitting here thinking that targeted individuals, or most of us at least, I don't know about all of us, but most of us, I think there's something about you that is like you're gifted in some way because for there to be this much like psychological uh, warfare waged against you every day, it's like there's got to be something about you that that like they don't want you to reach your full potential. They don't want you to like unlock your full potential and like reach like you know your goals and whatever, and like ascend or whatever word you want to use. So like like I said, I think like some people might just be like picked out of a hat and just targeted randomly or just targeted because they pissed somebody off or some shit. But like, I think most targets or people who are targeted heavily, like I am, like I'm some sort of like demigod or some shit. And that's not like saying that I'm like better than anybody or anything like that. But like, but like, I have like gifts like from the Most High, like and like some people are just I don't know. It's not to say that I'm like better or like whatever, but like I'm some type of thing. I'm some type of I don't know. but like lately though, like I've been like self sabotaging and like I don't know. Like I'll admit, like the program's been getting to me lately, but like I say like a lot. Sorry, but like the program it's kind of fucking me up lately because there's babies crying synced, just all this fucked up shit happening, and then just nonstop synchronizers, and it's just you can't ignore it, even if you try to ignore it. So it's just nonstop, and it's kind of like taking a toll on me in a way. But then I was thinking about it, like, and they're setting off all these sirens today, and I was thinking about it, like, damn, like, what am I? Like, why is there sirens? Like, why is it always synced on me when I hear sirens every time? Like, what am I to have sirens I must be like a threat to the system somehow or whatever. But like not because I'm a terrorist, because they're the terrorists. They want to terrorize the world. So like I've been getting back into making music again, and like if I focus on that, if I focus on creating, like I can make music. I can be like a master like filmmaker. I can make music. I can draw. Like if I like focus on it, I can rap. I can sing. Like I can do a lot of shit. If I focus on it, but like I haven't been focused on it lately, and I've been like self-sabotaging, and then like I let the program get to me, and then they like want me to self-sabotage and shit, like and whatever. But like if I stay focused though, and like which is what they don't want. They don't want me to be focused. They want to throw off my focus, and they don't want me to unlock my full potential. So like, but if I did though, like, like the person that I've been is like not who I am in a way. Like, but like I've let the program like get to my head in a way. But also, I mean, I try my best, you know. But you can't let it get to your head. You can't let it like Targeted Journey was saying this on her live the other day uh that like your reaction to it is, or like what did she say? It's like your emotional reaction to things is like your responsibility in a way, which you can't always control that in a way, but like gang stalking, like all this shit is like to get a reaction out of you, right? So if you don't react, or if you like know that, you know what I'm trying to say. But like they just try to throw off your focus, and they try to throw off my focus when I'm like trying to catch predators and just like everything. Like they try to like wear you out, number one, like wear you out mentally, whatever, and like sensorily sensor sensor senses through wear out your senses, your nervous system, and then just like drain you and yeah. So just wanted to get on here. Any TIs out there who are struggling, having a hard time, whatever. Like, just remember that you're more powerful than you might think you are, like mentally and there's something that they're trying to keep you from obtaining in life and in like yourself, within yourself or whatever. So whatever that may be, whatever like psychic abilities or you may have or whatever, or your whatever gifts or whatever, they want to fuck it up and keep you stagnant and keep you from progressing in life and in your everything. So I don't know. I feel like they probably can see this from like a young age, like from when you're like a child, and like they probably like do studies like in schools or some shit. And they like figure out which ones are gonna be on the target list. It's like X-Men. It's like X-Men, like they're going after all the mutants and sending the Sentinels after all the mutants. You know, it's like that. Or what's another one? The Incredibles. I think The Incredibles is about targeted individuals. X-Men is about it's based on Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, but yeah. So I think The Incredibles. I think both The Incredibles movies are about targeted individuals. But yeah, they've been going crazy with the sirens today. I've heard like at least 3 sirens or 4 maybe. And there wasn't any sirens for the last few days. And then last night they did a siren on Thanksgiving night. And then there's been like fire truck. There was like a cop siren last night, I think. And then there's like a bunch of ambulance sirens and fire truck sirens today. And then a bunch bunch of sounds outside my apartment and a bunch of sounds inside the apartment building and a bunch of things all night last night and all day today. Like I was up like most of the night last night and it was just like nonstop, like my neighbor coughing and then my other neighbor's toilet flushing and then people walking by in the hall or whatever and then the water heater and then the refrigerator and then the heater on the wall clicking and then engine sounds and then this was just like a bunch of shit, like nonstop, like all night. And then I walked around this morning, and it's a bunch of shit. And there was this ambulance that the sirens were going off synced, and then I think it was synced, I guess, probably. It was like really far away, and then like I walked like all the way to it, which is really far away. Like I didn't see it at first. It was like really far away, and then I walk up to it like a mile, two up the street or whatever, or a mile or whatever, and then I just see this paramedic guy like walk up to it and like open the passenger door and then close it again and then go back inside or whatever. And it looked synced when he did that. And then nothing else happened though when I walked by it, and it was an ambulance and a fire truck sitting out there, nobody in them with their lights on, and nothing happened. But I was expecting them to come out and drive off next to me or whatever. But I think, maybe it was a real emergency, but the one paramedic guy was doing a synchronizer when he came out, I think. So, it's like there's just a million trillion people all around me every time I go out, and it's like, damn, I must be some type of special thing because what the fuck? It's just a whole entire show, literally a show. People like crisis acting. It's like how DB says he's the Christ. Like I think there's like there's been multiple Christs throughout history, or whatever you want to call it. which like Jesus said to be like Jesus, not to worship Jesus. He said, "You can be like me." But Christians worship Jesus instead, which isn't what he said. He said, so like I think there's been multiple Christs throughout history. There's multiple of them right now, alive right now. And they're gang stalked. Crucified and assassinated and whatever else. Hey, okay, how's everything going? I have some more questions if you're down. Do you ever get dream manipulation, memory manipulation, auditory or other Havana syndrome, symptoms, brain fog, pain, sickness, auditory side effects like tinnitus? Well, yeah, I've talked about the tinnitus 100 times. I get that all the time. We were doing it last night, I think. But like brain fog, I think sometimes they'll like make me like I'll be having a thought, like I'll be like going down like a rabbit hole in my brain, because like I feel like they can read your thoughts, which I think that's like proven, like technology that they have, that they can like read your like inner monologue in your head. They can like decode it into text. So um, like I'll be like going down like a thought tunnel in my head, like going deep on something or whatever, and then like I'll just forget. I feel like they just like make me forget things sometimes. Where I'm like having like a aha moment. I'm like, oh shit, and then like I'm like, wait, what was I thinking about? Fuck. I don't know if that's them doing it or if it's just my brain glitching out or whatever the fuck. But I feel like it's them doing it. I don't know. Could be wrong. But dream manipulation, yep. I've talked about that a million times. Memory manipulation, I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like I got a pretty good memory. V2K, no. No V2K. No, no V2K. But yeah, I feel like they can read your thoughts and they can like I feel like they like sync things with my thoughts sometimes, and they like they can definitely see like my dreams and like daydreams or whatever you call it, like when I'm like halfway asleep and I'm just like visualizing, like I'm like, it's basically like a lucid dream kind of, but it's like you can kind of like halfway see it, but you're not like fully in the dream. So like it's like I can like manipulate the dream and stuff, and I can like walk around and shit or whatever. But like when I'm doing that, like when I'm in that state, like they'll sync things with it, like sounds outside my apartment or whatever. So I think they can read your thoughts, and they know what you're gonna do before you do it. and probably like even if you don't say it in your head, like I'm gonna go to McDonald's. Even if you don't say that and you just like visualize in your head McDonald's, like you visualize yourself going to McDonald's and you don't say it in words in your head, like they can probably see that or whatever. I don't know. Because they can see my dreams and shit. It's like 5D chess. Mm, thank you, yes, remote neural monitoring, gene interrogation, and manipulation is defiantly being employed on targets. This allows for a plethora of tools for the mob to use to socially engineer. I hear my neighbor making sounds through the walls and he was coughing and then go too. It was like talking now, sync. I just said that one thing. Oh, and what else synced? Something else synced a minute ago, I forget. My estimate is 10,000 targets are aware they're being remote neural monitored. Up to 200,000 targeted individuals are likely being neurally monitored but are unaware. I don't know. All I know is I think I'm the only one around here. Or at least the only one that's being targeted on my level. Because every time I hear a siren, it syncs on me. Maybe they go drive to the other side of town and sync on someone else or something. I don't know. But every time I hear it, it's synced on me though, so. How could they be so well conditioned and precise without more practicing? Yeah, I think they definitely stalk other people, but I don't know where they're at though. I see the FedEx when I walk up to the window. Yeah, it's like X-Men or it's like Star Wars Episode 3. Like when they're going after all the Jedis. You take him out, he's like, execute order 66. It's like that. It's like The Incredibles. It's like Terminator. It's like it's like I don't know what else. A bunch of other movies. Watchmen. Watchmen's another one. I've never seen the TV show Watchmen or the what is it, Amazon Prime show or whatever. I've never seen that one. I think it looks kind of lame from what I've seen, but some people said it's good though. I don't know. But the movie though, the Zack Snyder movie, it's fire. Especially the director's cut. That's like Zack Snyder's best movie. And the graphic novel was great. It's true, we're being tracked and tortured like subhumans. Some consider us neurodivergent, but without the superpowers. Misunderstood, feared, and marked as beasts. Exactly. Subhumans. Yup. Yeah, like if you watch the X-Men movies, like who was going after the mutants? It was the government. They were going after the mutants, uh, trying to like subdue them and keep them and like take their abilities away and execute them and shit. It was the CIA. And like movies like District 9 and shit, like like all these movies, like they just tell you what they're doing. This is a crazy movie. I didn't like the last half. Like I like the first half of this movie. I feel like the first half of this movie is like a masterpiece. But like the last half of it is like it fizzles out at the end and it sucks. But that movie's crazy though. If they would just made it, if they were just like chopped it in half and made it like a short film, it would be like a masterpiece. And when I was walking home, I saw a bunch of people with red on, and I saw, like, right as I was walking the door of my apartment, there was this family walking by me with their children. Uh, and I think their children had red on, like both their children had red on, and then the dad had like red shirt, red hat on, and they're all walking by me right as I walk up to the door of my apartment building. And I saw a bunch of people with the children stalking me. There's a bunch of cars driving by me, just like staring at me, just like, "Duh, duh, duh." I see red and blue cars, and I see a whitey truck, and I see a bunch of other sinkhead cars. So I don't know what they be doing with the drones. If there's just drones out there that have their lights off, but I've talked about, um, like recently, like a month ago or something, I saw a drone that just like turned its light on and off, and I saw that like a few weeks before that or whatever. And I've seen it other times where they'll just like a light will turn on and off in the sky synced up, and then it'll do it multiple times even. And then so they do that with the drones. So I'm just like, are they always out there with their lights off? Because like I don't see them. I don't see them like just hovering out there lately. But I have before, like, and I have videos of it. Like, there's one night where I was sitting out on that bench that's like across from Wells Fargo, where like they have the dog statue and the Johnny Carson mural and everything. I was sitting on that bench, and this drone just like comes up like over like in the distance, like ahead of me. I just see it coming up over the building, and it was just like hovering there, and it was like syncing up or whatever it was doing. and then and then I was sitting on that bench like another night, and I saw the same thing. I saw like the same exact thing. And there's other videos where there's drones like hovering around in the distance, shit. So I don't know if they're just always out there with their lights off or what. But I haven't seen them lately though. I see someone walking with a red hat. He's probably about to sink. Probably was doing the sink as I walked up. He was like almost at the place where the sink. It's like I just walked past it when I walked up. I think he synced with these cars on the street. Ta-da! And then I was walking by this house today, and this guy, like, he drove up the street, and then he just like he drove up the street going this way, like passing me, and then he like comes back, and he like is like backing up all the way up the street again, like really far. And he just reverses it and goes back, and he's like dropping something off to like there's like someone standing out in front of his house, and he's like dropping something off that he forgot or whatever. She has a red shirt, the person that is standing there, and he's like backing up to the house as I walk by it, like next to me. Dude, dumbass shit. They just want to turn me into this. That's another movie where the military and the government are fucking with Hulk. And then like Star Wars, you know, it's the government, it's the empire. And people watch these movies and they're like, yeah, Luke Skywalker, go Luke. And then they come out of the movie and they gang stalk for the empire, and they vote for the empire rulers that are chosen by the empire. And they already know who's gonna win, and it's scripted way ahead of time, and they got predictive programming 20 years in the past for whoever's gonna win and whatever. So people like watch these movies and they're like, yeah, John Connor, and then they go, they're like, yeah, Sarah Connor, go Sarah. And then they go out and then they gang stalk for Skynet, and they suck the government's dick. They're like, yeah, 300 Spartans, and then they go sell out to the Persian army. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, Gladiator, go Russell Crowe, and then they sell out to the Roman Empire. You ever notice that? I noticed it. I noticed. And then like a bunch of different villains, like Magneto is like basically like like I mean, he does some fucked up shit for sure, but like he's basically like a good guy in a sense. Like he wants to like free the mutants, you know. So like Magneto wants to free the mutants, and then they put him in a cage, and then they inject him with truth serum, and uh, does anybody ever notice these things that like all these movies they like tell us right to our face that the Empire, the Galactic Empire, is and Agent Smith and like all these things. They live and like all these different movies. Torture is the pinnacle of torture, born from the evil of all history's most horrific atrocities. Maybe I'll go outside and record something. I don't know. It's crazy out there. I can just get infinite footage. It's just all I gotta do is press record, and it's just happening, and it's happening right as I press record, or right as I press go live, and then I don't catch that part, but then there's another one right after that. So all I have to do is press record, and then I can make like a 2-minute video of like 2 million things happening in 2 minutes, and then there's another video for you. So maybe I'll do that. You got any more questions or something? Then I saw someone on one of gang stalking simulations videos in the comments. They were like saying that Everybody Hates Chris is about gang stalking. I've never watched that show, but I want to watch it now to see Can anybody confirm that? I've never watched it before. Wouldn't surprise me though if it's another one. From a lot of shows, a lot of movies are about game stalking. Even Spider-Man. Well, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies anyway. Peter Parker's being gang stalked by Mary Jane anyway. I don't know if anybody else is gang stalking him, but I think there's other people that are gang stalking him maybe. And like the police, and police sirens, and the cops driving by when synced up. But like, and then just a lot of movies, it's just like they'll just like have like a siren or like a car horn or whatever, and it's like for like dramatic effect or whatever, but it's not like it might not necessarily be like synchronized like on the main character or like on like one specific character or whatever. But it's like they're gang stalking the audience. Like, I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of different movies where like there's synchronized thing, there's synchronized like background characters. Doing synchronizers like stalker heads. Then everybody should go watch Westworld, the TV show Westworld. Everybody should go watch that show. It's a crazy show. The movie is crazy. I've never seen the whole movie yet. The movie's crazy too. It's like an older movie. But the TV show though is really crazy. I haven't watched the whole thing of that either, but what I've seen of it. shit, I see multiple red cars parked in the parking lot ready to sink. Retarded. So, unless somebody's got more questions or something, probably gonna get off of here. Just want to get on here and say, to all the TIs, don't let them throw you off, and don't self-sabotage, and don't beat yourself up if you do self-sabotage, and don't, like if you're still alive and you're still like making money and shit and whatever, like be proud of yourself, you know, like I heard my neighbor coughing synced. Last night he was coughing like a bunch of times, and it was like really crazy too. He was like, and it was just like over and over too. Like I was making a beat, and like when I would like pause it, or when I would like. Lately on YouTube, when I get a phone call, it like cuts out the video for some reason. It didn't used to do that. But anyway, like I was making a beat, and it was like every time I would like, or not every time, but like a bunch of times when I would like pause it, or when I would like change something or whatever, like go back and start the beat over again or whatever, he would be like coughing. He'd be like, and like really close to the wall too. And then a bunch of other times last night he was coughing, and then the other neighbor's toilet was flushing, and then engine sounds, and then things. And then I heard a bottle pop synced a minute ago. I've talked about this a bunch of times, but in case anybody doesn't know already, you can believe me or not, it happens. Like empty bottles, it was probably this bottle, just an empty bottle, will pop synced. Like, you know how they pop when it's like unfolding or whatever? It'll pop synced. I don't know how it happens, but it does. It happens all the time, and it'll happen like multiple times, and they'll sync it up, and they'll sync it up multiple times to let me know that they're syncing it up. To let me know that it is a sync thing, and I'm not imagining it. You're gonna be like, yup, it is us. Here it is again. And it does it synced. All the time. So I don't know if they're like hitting it with a frequency or whatever. I don't know how they do it. Some type of frequency machine or some shit. They do it, and it's like. So that happened like half hour ago or whatever. And then, like I said, the wind sinks, like I've said. So, like I was walking, I think it was this morning. I was walking, it was quiet, and at a seemingly synced up moment, I hear a leaf skittering on the ground. I just hear it at a synced moment, like coming up behind me or whatever. And I don't know if it was synced or not, but I think they do things like that. And they'll just blow leaves out in front of me on the sidewalk. I swear, they do. I don't know. It just seems like it. The wind definitely sinks though. So maybe the leaf isn't synced, but the wind is or something. I don't know. But I think they do that. And then, like I said, the grocery bag rolled up sink the other day next to me when someone was getting in a car next to me at the same time. Like roll up next to the car as someone was getting in the car next to me. The wind was blowing the grocery bag, empty grocery bag on the ground. It was like rolling up like a tumbleweed next to me. Just like rolling really slow on the ground. And then this just like comes up next to me right at that moment. So I didn't catch that on camera, but that happened the other day. And then like I swear my phone, like I don't know if it's just a problem with the phone glitching out. I think it's them though. I think it's them doing it. Or like I'll be like trying to press something on my phone and it just won't press the button. I'm just like, and then it will eventually. Like that's just like always happening. I'm just like, the fuck. It's usually when the phone is overheating though. It'll do shit like that. And it'll like freeze up if it's like overheating. But sometimes even when it's not overheating, like I'll just be like trying to click something and it won't click or whatever, or it's like delayed or whatever. And then sometimes it's like delayed and then it stops delaying at a synced moment and shit. So like I think it's them doing it. They just do all types of weird troll shit like that. And then like I said, like I don't know if it's them or if it's my phone. And then like YouTube, like things will glitch out on YouTube, and I don't know if it's a YouTube glitch or them. Like if or like whatever site, like Facebook or whatever. Like I don't know if it's the site, like a problem with the site, because they have little bugs and shit on the sites, you know, like sometimes. But like it's like it makes you like question like everything of like, is this part of the program too or not or what? And like the things people say and shit and whatever. Just like always questioning like, is this part of the program too? Is it not? Just a big giant mind fuck, a big robot Skynet dick in your brain. Remote neural monitoring and modulation feedback loop. They heighten your vigilance to keep you sensitized. Your stalkers, trauma-based mind control, knocks and coughs, irons and bangs, stim seat. Read the one before. It says message retracted. I see them. I see a bunch of them. They're driving around synced. I see them. A lot of them. I see him. For that one, thanks, Yo Cat. This helps. Stay strong. Thanks, you too, man. Or woman, or whatever you are. Or man, woman, or thing, whatever you are. Oh shit. But yeah, Zack Snyder though is a dope director, but like if he made more movies like Watchmen, and Watchmen is like a masterpiece. Pretty close to a masterpiece. It's like really good movie. And like Batman vs Superman is pretty good too. It's kind of it's not as good as Watchmen, but then 300 is pretty good too. And then Dawn of the Dead is pretty good too. And then I didn't really like Sucker Punch, but eh. But yeah. I feel like Zack Snyder is a really underrated director. And like he should make like more superhero movies, cause like and they should give him more like creative control over them too. Even though he's probably like an Epstein Islander pedophile guy, I'm saying though, like as a filmmaker, I don't know if he is or not, but as a filmmaker though, he's pretty dope. Another decoder hearing. They decode your hearing? What do you mean? And like Yang Stalking Simulation always talks about how they can see through your eyes and stuff. Like I think that's proven too. That they can see through your eyes, they can see your dreams, and all that stuff is like proven. Or at least like I've seen like a video where they're talking about how they can see your dreams, and you can see like it looks like the outline of a person or whatever. It's like a blurry image of like a dream. You can like barely make out like objects or whatever. But like based on my experiences, I think they can read my thoughts. I think they can see through my eyes and shit like that. Cause like there's been like multiple times where like I'm reading a book or I'm reading something, and like I'm reading something on a page or whatever, and like I'll get to the bottom of the page, like I'll be reading like the last word or whatever, and then they'll sync a car horn outside or whatever. It's like they can like pinpoint like the exact place that your eyes are looking at. Like I think they can do that based on multiple experiences that I've had like that. And then those just like sync cars in a way that it seems like that, like where like I like look over at somewhere, and then a car will drive out like as I look over there or whatever. It's just like I don't know how to explain it, but shit like that. I'm trying to think of like a better example, like, but it seems that way from my experiences. So like they can see through your eyes, they can hear what you hear, and they can maybe feel what you feel or some shit. I don't know, but I think they can definitely see through your eyes, and they can read your thoughts, and they can implant thoughts. They can implant like impulses to like look at the clock at the time that it says 11:13. I pulled my phone out like I was walking to get my paycheck today. I pulled my phone out to turn it off because it was cold outside and it was gonna like drain the battery. So like I pull my phone out to turn it off, and it says 11:13 on the clock. Remote monitoring allows you to code what you hear, and before you know you've heard it, you sync it, then you hear it. don't get what you mean, really. They're time traveling? Eye tracking through cranial nerve interfacing. These are the easiest nerves to access and allow for numerous tools for psyops. Refrigerators click sync. It was like my water heater's turning on sync. There's a red car driving by me, and he synced with these other cars driving through the intersection. And then there's another red car, and he looks synced. That bottle just popped. Did you hear it? Did you hear it right when I walked through the doorway? That was the bottle popping. Did you hear it? I hope you can hear it. It was synced. It's like. It was synced. Well, I've been on here an hour and a half. Should I stay on longer? I don't know. What else did we talk about? Did Project Bluebeam fully kick off yet, or what? It seems like people just don't care that, like, the CIA is like, yeah, or the Pentagon or whatever is like, yeah, we saw UFOs. I mean, they didn't say the word aliens yet, I guess, but they said UFOs. Walking up safe.
Walking up Saint. Walking up Saint. I don't see him walking up Saint right now. I haven't seen him walking up Saint for like 10 seconds. Or like 30 seconds. There's 2 cars, they're walking up Saint. Black and silver. Walking up Saint.